The following program is rated TV MA for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Matthew, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not great. I'm having trouble sleeping. I feel like I can't turn my brain off. Like I get just these dark thoughts that just
That's our time.
What?
Our time is up. That's our time.
But we have an hour.
I know, but typically when a therapist says we're booking an hour, it's understood between both the patient and the doctor that it's a 50-minute hour. And that's our time.
Right. No, I understand the whole 50-minute hour thing, but I've only been here like a couple minutes. So.
Yeah, I understand your confusion. And that's our time.
No. You need to explain this to me because I'm not following.
Let's just say I took the 50-minute hour thing, the logical next step, and I now have a therapist 10-second minute, and that's our time.
No, that's our time. This doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to have to explain it to you next week. I actually have a patient coming in after you. Actually, I have about 32 patients after you. With the whole 10-second minute thing, I can see about 64 patients a day. I am making bank.
Yeah.
I'm making so much bank. I'm doing random graffiti around London. I am Banksy, and that's our time.
Wait.
And that's our time.
No.
Hey, that's our time.
Wait, just, I want to... But
Star,
come
that's
on.
our time. That's our time.
This is ridiculous, okay? No, seriously. If 10 seconds is a minute and 50 minutes is an hour, then I have over 8 minutes.
Sounds like you have some anger issues. We should talk about that next time, because that is our time.
I tell you what, all right, I am going to leave, and I'm not coming back next week. Cancel it.
You want to cancel next week's appointment?
I just did.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to charge you for that. I have a 24-hour cancellation policy.
What? It's a week. That's 7 days.
7 of your days. That's 7 of my hours. Time speeds up so much in this office, it actually speeds up exponentially more outside of the office. It's called the butterfly effect. Ashton Kutcher.
This makes no sense.
I understand it makes no sense in your time, but I'm talking about our time.
What is our time?
That's.
What? Oh,
That's our time.
It's the Pete Holmes Show!
Hello. Feeling pretty good. This is true. I burned myself this morning. I don't know if you can see. I have this weird line here. It's because I burned myself. When? This morning. Why? Because I got one of those metal 1970s ice machines. Not a machine. Ice tray. Thank you. Ice tray. And it's hard to open it. It's hard to crack it open. So what I did was I put it on the stove. Yep. You all see where this tale's going. No twists and turns in this straightforward narrative. Put it on the stove, heat it up for like 3 seconds, I swear, turn it off, then later just casually grabbed it, burned myself, went, ah, that's a big one, yelled out, narrating for no one, big one, that's a burn, no one was there, burned myself, that happened. And this is what's crazy. Tonight's monologue is about how I hate hurting myself because it reminds me of how creepy my body is. That happened this morning. This monologue's about, I didn't do this just to have a perfect segue into this monologue. I'm not a loon at home like, for my art. But here we are. Last week, I cut myself. Same kitchen, same man. I just can't handle it. I cut myself with a knife because I was trying to open a thing of Tabasco. Knife is not necessary, but I did a couple picks. I was like, taking too long, knife! Because I'm a goddamn man. Started picking at it, and as I was picking at it, I was like, this is stupid. I'm gonna cut and then I cut myself. Immediately, as I was having that thought, and I went, that's deep. I'm always, what is this, the Wonder Years? That's a deep one. I'm gonna get to know my father this summer. You know what I mean? Like, narrating for no one. And that doesn't save time. That's a job for the fingernail. The plastic seal atop one of those things, that's a job for him. And I feel happy for the fingernail in that situation. That's one of the few remaining jobs for the fingernail. Go get it, fingernail. As cave people, we used them for everything. Digging. All that cave digging, foraging. clawing back at pumas. They were the king. Now what are fingernails good for? Back scratches, drunken lady fights on VH1, and the occasional sultry, unassisted Spanish guitar solo. Good Lord, that man plays like he has 5 small picks. Stay thirsty, my friends. I put a lot of stock in that man's playing like he has 5 small picks. People were like, okay. And it wasn't that bad of a cut when I cut myself, but here's why I hate cuts. They remind me that we're all just bags of blood. You, me, bags of blood. I don't mean to get all McConaughey and True Detective on you. Mostly liquid, sloshing around. Think about that. When you're talking to your friend Earl, Earl is mostly blood. He's just a huge head, body, legs. It's all just keeping the real him inside. Your skin is just the lid on the Tupperware. You take that away, there'd just be a blood tidal wave, like from The Shining, spilling down the hall, merging with other people that turn into waves of blood, until there's just a huge sea of blood, and that's the whole world. I love the thought that there's one man at home watching like, man on TV's talking about a sea of blood. That's the sign I've been waiting for. Clown mask. My body freaks me out, is what I'm saying, and I hate it. And I'm tired of not talking about it. Not just blood, my heart. Heart? Gross. He's in charge? This gross, pulsing, rotten pomegranate is the CEO? My entire body runs on this tiny little thing, and it's involuntary. That freaks me out. Involuntary. Arm, voluntary. Move, arm. Thanks, arm. Good arm. Muscles working on his own. Heart's gone rogue. He's just in there, overworked, just like, I got it, 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 I got it. You go to bed, still got it, 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 still got it. Terrifying. All of it, terrifying. Your lungs, those are weird. 2 wet airbags flopping and filling, emptying all day, constantly leaking like cheap balloons. Gross. Calling you out, lungs. You gross. Sometimes people get high and they freak out and they're like, oh man. I don't really smoke weed. Is this what it sounds like? If I stop breathing, I die. That's not paranoia. That couldn't be more true. Again, I love one guy watching at home like, whoa! Skeletons, too. Skeletons are scary. You have one. You are a skeleton. That's everybody. Scary, scary skeletons. Dozens of you here watching the show, watching me, hosting the show, also a skeleton. Just in a meat suit. Skeleton. Look at it. Huge femurs, wide berth and hips. Head's a little bit too big. Skeleton! Everything's a skeleton. Skeletons are everywhere. They're reading bedtime stories to children. Picture the X-ray of that moment. Yeah. Terrifying. Good night, moon. Right there. Right there. Right there. They're giving you directions. You a skeleton. You skeletons. You're a skeleton. You skeleton. Think of the X-ray of people having sex. It's just 2 skeletons always smiling, all teeth. Gross. Sex is 2 skeletons. Sometimes 3. If you play your cards right. We got a great show, skeletons. I'm going to be talking with Olympian John Daly. Stick around. Wide berth and hips. Berth. Welcome back to the show, everybody. So anybody that watches the show knows that I am a big fan of video games, and one of my all-time favorites is Street Fighter II. Like the old one, Street Fighter II, love it to death. And the more I thought about it, though, the more I noticed that there were obvious problems in the whole world of the street fighting tournament. So I thought we'd explore some of that in a new series we call Street Fighter Red Tape.
So, Vega? 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 I'm looking over your Form 2A here, a request for additional apparatus or equipment within the Street Fighter II tournament, also heretofore known as SF2 Street Fighter II Champion Edition Turbo et al. If I'm understanding you correctly, you would like to fight with a weapon?
I want to use my...
Sorry. Can you take that mask off, please?
I'm sorry. I want to use my claw.
Jesus, you! You want to fight with this claw?
See?
Okay, that looks very dangerous.
It is. All my foes will fall beneath its mighty sharpness.
Yeah, I do believe that if you go into a street fighting tournament with an unarmed person, they would fall pretty quickly if you stab them with 3 blades at the same time.
See, yes, it is very powerful, my claw.
Okay, stop with the gesturing. It's very deadly.
I have full control over my claw.
See that?
I'm sorry, that is so mortifying.
Do you understand? That could have been E. Honda's love handle. This is a hand-to-hand tournament, not a hand-to-claw tournament. We have brawlers, kung fu fighters. You want to fight with the equivalent of 3 butcher knives strapped to your fist. I mean, the liability insurance alone on that is astronomical.
Are you saying I cannot have my claw?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying, is I'm denying your form to use a claw.
But I need my claw. It is an integral part of my matador fighting style.
Oh, it's your fighting style.
See?
And it says here you also want to fight with that mask you have.
Yes, I need my mask.
And why? Why do you need it?
Because I must protect my beautiful face.
Okay, why not just wear a full suit of knight's armor? Or just ride into the arena in a tank?
A tank would be actually very useful.
Oh my god.
I would be the guy with the tank fighting style. I leap, I jump, I punch. Tank.
What?
Okay, so no to the tank. But may I still use my claws?
Okay, listen to what you're asking right now. You want to go into an arena with Chun-Li, an unarmed woman, and stab her. You want to roll, stab. She drops dead. That's a liability nightmare. It's a PR catastrophe. It's a no.
But stabbing is how I fight. I stab with my claw. I protect my face with my mask. These are the things that make Vega Vega. Also, I am very sexually open.
Okay, no, Vega. Listen, if you want to gash and straight up maul people with blades, maybe this isn't the tournament for you. Maybe I could suggest Mortal Kombat. Same floor, 2 doors down, talk to Vern. You can kill people tomorrow.
Maybe I will talk to this Vern.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, good luck fighting Sub-Zero. If he wins, you're going to be standing there for a minute, then he's going to rip your beautiful head off with your spinal cord dangling down. So good luck. Good luck with that. I like your big braid, by the way. Does your father keep you locked inside of a tower? Are you waiting for the right man on a steed? Can you hear this? Are you waiting for the right man on a steed? You cheater!
He's not fair. Not a fair character. That was my friend, the unbelievably hilarious Thomas Middleditch. We'll be right back, everybody, with Olympian John Daly. Thank you, Thomas! Welcome back, everybody. So earlier in the show, we were talking about skeletons and how they're terrifying body wood. Well, what's even more terrifying is there's an Olympic sport called the skeleton, which is a head-first luge. I don't know if you guys have seen the skeleton event. It's terrifying. And before the Olympics, I got to talk to a skeleton racer who actually ended up having a pretty rough time in Sochi. But who cares? He's still an incredible athlete, and he's in way better shape than I'll ever be. And he's an awesome dude. His name is John Daly. Let's take a look.
This is incredible. This is John Daly, everybody, and you are our first skeleton.
Skeleton act.
Skeleton.
Yes.
Did you say skeleton act?
Athlete.
Oh, skeleton athlete.
I was going to keep going, but yeah.
Ath.
Ath, yeah.
Who has time? Why is skeleton racing different from, say, the luge?
We get to go head first, and I think we are better looking.
And you want your best-looking part
Yes.
to go over the finish line
I think that's how they're
first.
going to pick the team this year.
Don't you want to be a little bit more compact if you're going to...
No, you want to be taller, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because then you can be more aerodynamic.
I'm more aerodynamic than you.
Yes.
I don't know.
Because you could weigh more and still be sleek.
This is the sport for me. You want to be tall and
Yeah.
a little bit doughy.
Yeah. Well, some vibration dampening there then.
Right?
You can't call it doughy.
This is a whole new way to look at the world.
Cup is half full, you know?
Yes, it is, with milkshake. But why would you want to go face first? That's like, you know, where your brain is and your eyeballs, pretty much everything of vital importance.
That's true. I mean, I get like a helmet and like a couple layers of hair gel. So
Yeah.
like 2 ways to protect it.
Can I touch it?
Of course. It moves a little bit.
That's the right amount of give.
It is. Just enough.
Would you wear that shirt under your...
I would wear nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
In the buff.
In the buff. Skin to win.
Skin to win?
Skin to win. Yeah.
Skin to win.
Skin to win.
Next time I have a female suitor, I'm going to say that before I flick the lights off. Skin to win. Then she's gone. I just hear the window open. Why is it called skeleton racing?
It's the skeleton frame of a bobsled.
Oh, I thought it was because, like, pirates did it, or it's deadly.
Well, see, that would be a lot better.
This is going to be on TV. Let's start that rumor.
Okay.
Pirates used to seize your land, freeze it with their cunning, and then go face first luging.
Looking for scurvy.
For scurvy.
For lemons so they don't get scurvy.
That's why it's called scurvy, because they love the curvy, as is written on the back of most maps, which are always burned
Yes.
around the edges. Is it hard to drive the speed limit when you, outside of a car, go 90 miles an hour?
Yes.
If you ever get pulled over, have you considered saying, like, "Hi, I'm a human bullet, give me a break"?
Yeah, so that's if I stop.
Would you like to start the nickname The Human Bullet?
I would love that nickname.
John the Human Bullet Daly.
It's a lot better than my old one.
What is it?
JMFD.
JMFD?
Yes.
What is that?
I
Like
can't tell you.
a pure cut of ecstasy? What is it? JMFD?
Yes.
Oh, John Mother Daly.
Yes.
You can say that.
But I can't.
Sure you can. This is on midnight.
Perfect.
Give it a try. Balls.
Balls.
Dick balls.
Dick balls.
In the dick balls.
I'm in the dick balls. That just rolls right off the tongue.
I mean, if you win a race and you get up and they give you the medal, if you hold it in the sky and go, "F*** in the
I'm in the dick balls.
I'll give you $100,000. Did you go to college?
I did.
Did you major in risking it all?
No, it's the best 6 years of my life, though.
Really? What did you study?
Public relations advertising.
Public relations and advertising.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll have to make a decision sooner or later.
But you could be Don Draper. You could do advertising. You'd be like, "Look, Gillette, it's the most refreshing shave. And I know, because I've been face first and a luge. You know, like pirates. That's right, that is where the scurvy rhyme comes from. Most of the maps are burned around the edge. So do we have the account? Then we widen to reveal you're just in an alley talking to a pigeon." John, I sincerely mean it when I say you're incredible, hilarious, gregarious, and you know what? In your heart, you're about 11 feet tall.
Thank you.
My friend John Daly, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. So the saddest thing about hosting a late night show is that not every sketch that we write actually makes it to air. Only 2 of you grown. So if you don't mind, I'd like to take a moment and pay tribute to this week's Fallen Sketches.
I'll remember these sketches. These sketches will remember me. We'll remember each other forever, so fondly, because they're gone. They didn't work. I'm so sorry.
You gotta close with phone sex. That's our show, everybody. Thank you, John Daly, Thomas Middleditch. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Listen, I bet they will drop at... So one side is sharp and one's dull for licking?
I am also sexually open.
Maybe the.
Your laugh.
Like a wizard.
What is that sound you make when you do your special moves?
Whoop!
What?
Whoop!
Yeah, that sounds like Julia Child experimenting in ass play.
My God, what a painful image.